set up your auto missed call text back inside of your account. So this is what the entire workflow would look like. But let's start from the beginning and show you how you can set this up. So let's duplicate this page and we're going to go back to the workflow app. So, okay, let's go back. All right. So if you're on this page, you'll see your menus on the left. So we want to make sure that we are on automation. And then you'll see this page, of course, and then you're going to click on the create workflow button. It's the blue button on the upper right hand corner. So we're going to click on select a recipe because we're going to use one that's already created. We don't want to have to recreate the wheel. We're trying to make this as simple as possible. What you want to do is customize the version that's already in here to kind of make it a little bit easier on yourself. And then I want to also give you a tip that when you are setting up your auto missed call text back, you do have one that automatically comes with your account. And I'll show you that as well too, of where you can actually turn that off. Right now, when you first hit your account, you'll see that it is defaulted to be on. As a matter of fact, let me show you right now. So if I am in settings, let me move this over just a little bit. If I go to settings, and then if I go to phone numbers, and then I go to advanced settings, and then voicemail and missed call text back. If I click on that, you'll see right here that it's already enabled. So what this is that every time somebody calls you, you'll be sending this text message out to them if you have your phone number inside of 360. So if you purchase a phone number in 360, this is what will happen. And they have to be calling the phone number connected to your 360 account. So now if you want something to kind of filter out whether you want them to just receive a specific type of call, or if you want them to only get one phone call every time they call during a certain amount of time, this is where you want to customize it. So let's go back to our automation, and we're going to go to, we should still be here. All right, let's see. Let's try to refresh this a little bit. All right, let's try this. All right, create workflow, select the recipe, and let's get to the recipes. All right, so we're going to look for the one that says auto recipe dash auto missed call text back. This one right here. Okay, we're going to hit select. All right, so this is how it currently looks. Okay, let's go through the triggers here, and we're going to keep the triggers like this. Okay, we don't need to change this. This is telling you that whenever, I'm sorry, let's go back. So the trigger, what it's telling you right now is that anytime somebody calls your 360 number, if it's busy, if it goes to voicemail, if there's no answer, we're going to go to a next action of what we want to tell the system to do if you don't pick up. So the next step is we're going to wait 0.2 minutes. So you can change this if you want to, that's fine, but we're going to leave that like that for example purposes. We're going to assign it to a user. We're going to change this information here, and then we're going to put in us, So you put in your name for the user. We're going to hit save. And then for the contact tag. Okay, so what we want to do first is tell the system to do a if and condition. So we want to do a branch where it's splitting what we want it to actually do at this moment when someone calls in. So, and like I was showing you before, we're trying to get to this right here. We want this to look just like this. Okay. So the split will be if the caller calls within a 24-hour period and they have a tag on them, it's not going to send a message. If it does have, if it has a tag on there, then we want to not send the message. If it does not have a tag, then we want to send a message out. So this is how you would do this. We're going to go to the search actions. We're going to type in the word if. We're going to click on if else. All right. Make sure that you are adding it right before the add tag contact and right after the assign to user. So we're going to name this one 24-hour callback. Okay. So let's say we're going to name the branch. This branch, we're going to say like no, or this is first time call within 24 hours. All right. And then we're going to hit select and we are going to go to contact details. We're going to look for tags. Okay. Because right now we're looking for a tag. If it's there, then it's going to go through the other branch. If it's not there, then it's going to go through this branch. So the tags include, let's do missed call. If you want to type one in, you can do that as well too. And then we're going to add a branch. And we're going to say this is not the first call within 24 hours. All right, so we're going to do contact details again. We're going to look for tags again. And then we're going to do includes, missed call, text back. This one should be does not include, missed call, text back. So the first one is does not because we don't want it to have a tag on there. If it does have a tag on it, then we're going to put includes. All right. So we're going to hit save. All right. So just like this one is over here, see this one says does not include and this one is includes. Okay. So we're on the right track. Now, once they do call and they're in this cycle here, we do want to add a tag. Okay. So for this tag, we're going to put missed call text back. You can name yours whatever you want to. Just make sure that you remember that's what you named it. So if you want to abbreviate it, that's fine. If you want to label it just like this, that's fine. If you want to use missed call, that's fine as well too. But for this example, I use missed call text back. That's the one I typed. So we're going to hit save. That's the tag that we want to add on there if this is their first time they're calling within 24 hours. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is now we want to send a text message to the lead. Okay. So that's the action name. And then for the message, we'll type in the message that we want to send. That's the text message. So you can leave this as is, and the location name will fill in your business name automatically, or you can make it personalized if you want, if they're already in your CRM. However, I would just say, like, hi, this is, and introduce yourself. Hi, this is Tam, sorry, missed your call. How can we help you? Or uh, sorry, we missed your call. We'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Something to acknowledge that that you notice that they did call and you don't want to ignore them. All right. So you put whatever messages you want to right here to acknowledge them, answer their questions, some type of follow up as well too. So we want to hit save, leave that like that is. Now the push notification to assigned user. So what this is that you can send a message to yourself, but it will come through the app. So since this is a push notification, it will come through your app, just like you would get a push notification, like if you have some type of notice from like your social media account. So like if you use Instagram and somebody likes your photo or something like that, or your post, you'll get a push notification that has that'll show up maybe at the top of your phone or something like that, allowing you to click on it so that way you can open up the app from there. You can also change whether this is email or text message from here, but we want to do this as a notification. All right, so there's that. This goes straight to you. This is internal. This is not for any of your clients to see. So you can put that message as you like, just to remind you to reach out to them. All right, the internal SMS is the same thing, except for this comes in the form of a text message. So now this one is interesting as well too. So for the text message, what you could do is also you can assign it to your user, or you can send it to another phone number. So if you have like a personal number or an outside business number outside of the one that you purchased in 360, you can hit custom number and type that phone number in, and it'll send that message to that phone number as well too. Let's see here. The particular user, you can just assign a different user or multiple users for them to also get a text message as well too. So just wanted to point that out so you can see it. We're going to change this back to assigned user. So you will be the assigned user for this type of notification. And then you can put in the message as you seem fit for what you want to see as a text message on your end. Again, this is an eternal one. So the clients won't see this one. Only you will see this. And then you would just hit save when you're done. And then that is how you set up the auto missed call text back using the recipe that already exists in there. So you shouldn't have to do too many updates in here. The other thing I'll actually want to add in here as well is the wait button, because that's very important. We want to add the wait down here at the bottom for 24 hours. That's very, very important. Because we're going to wait 24 hours and then we're going to remove the tag. All right, so let's put a remove contact tag in here as well too. And then we're going to select the one that we created. So now after 24 hours, if they haven't called, after 24 hours, it's going to remove the tag automatically. So you don't have to go in there and take it off. So now if they call back within the 24 hours, outside of the 24 hours, then that tag should be removed at this point. And then they'll be able to come back through here and then they'll end up getting another message. All right. So I think that was pretty cool. And just make sure that you also turn off that enable missed call text back feature inside of the settings as well too. Don't forget to hit publish and save when you are complete, so that way your workflow will be successful with running. You can also test it as well too by clicking on the test workflow button right here in the upper right hand corner as well too. All right.